Alright folks, hello and welcome to another Modern stream. This is a particularly exciting one because I have some pretty good news. As of today, I am officially a member of Ice Crew Entertainment, Invincible Crew Entertainment, sorry, ICE, ICE for short. And this is a brand new esports organization. As you can see, it's very small. It has literally just started. And I am gonna be one of the content creators for now only alongside DCMTG. So you can expect to find some content in this website that is going to be exclusive, of course, and I'm going to be both writing articles and making videos for this team. But that's a very cool thing that is we're going to be working on starting from today. So super stoked about that. Just wanted to make a small shout out to Ice right there. But without further ado, let's go to the important thing, which is Naya Lands. Today is Brews Day Tuesday, so on Tuesdays, whenever I'm not testing for an important tournament or something like that, I like to work on like random brews and nonsense. This is how Green White Reclaimer became a deck, right? So Brews Day Tuesday kind of got a whole nother meaning since the creation of Titan Vial that then ended up becoming an actual tier 1 deck in the current modern format. So you never know. You never know how your brews might actually become a real thing at some point. Every deck, every broken deck in any format was once a brew. So some of those brews, most of them actually, will not work. I can guarantee that. But unless your name is Morgan Everett or Aspiring Spike, because I hear that Aspiring Spike actually steals Morgan Everett's decks. But unless you are him, it's not very often that you're going to be breaking the format. But this is one that I have streamed exactly once, and I played 1 league total with this deck. So it is, I think it's still fair to consider this a brand new deck. Of course, my boy, Elvish Reclaimer at the forefront of the deck. An Arbiter at the forefront of the support. Tier 1 sub for the 3rd month in a row. Thank you so much, Arbiter. Keep up the great content. Thank you so much, Arbiter. So yeah, this is a Reclaimer deck to the surprise of absolutely nobody. But the approach that we're taking is significantly different than other decks. We, of course, have the Dryad of the Elysian Grove plus Valakut engine. We have Flagstones. We have Field of the Dead as the endgame. But instead of being all in like a Tudor toolbox for creatures or making sure that we have Titans and stuff, we are a little bit lower to the ground. This is a lot similar to like the Legacy Lands deck. So I actually got the idea from somebody that posted a similar list on Twitter, on my Discord, sorry. And then I kind of made some changes according to what I thought would work better. So we got Renan 6 and Land from the Loam as a land recursion engine. We also have Wildfire as a combo with Flagstones, just like we saw in Aspiring Spike's deck. And what this deck has that is something new, it's Valakut Exploration and Failure Retreat as the end game. So Valakut Exploration draws a tons of cards. And there's also the clause that at the end of the turn, your cards go to the graveyard. So like and it deals damage. So it is kind of a win condition. Not really. I have not really won a game with Valakut Exploration so far. But I have won many games with Failure Retreat. So this is very much a Failure Retreat deck. Well, we combo that with Field of the Dead. It's pretty cool. These things get really out of hand. Yeah, so we have Valakut Exploration, Explore as a way to ramp, and then we have all of the lands. One thing that it's kind of tough about this deck is that we actually have to make the mana work. When I tested Ren in Green-White Reclaimer, the issue that I constantly ran into was the fact that I couldn't cast Ren early in the game. So in this deck, we're playing 33 lands. and we're actually playing 9 fetch lands. 9 fetch lands to make sure that we can get that early green and red mana so we can get the engines going, because there's a bunch of lands in our deck that basically don't get us any closer whatsoever to casting red and 6. We have the Flagstones, Field, Bojuku Bog, Blast Zone, Radiant Fountain, a bunch of colorless sources, or like random black source or whatever. So that's the main deck, and that's the main game plan. As far as the sideboard goes, this is very preliminary, of course. Purge, because this card is just awesome against everything that Lance decks are super scared of. We also have a couple of Veils of Summer, Relic of Progenitors, and Path to Exile. Path as removal, obviously. Veil against discard / counterspell decks. Relic against Uropiles, against combo decks, etc. Damping Sphere against stack combo, that's your Ad Nauseams, that's your Storms, etc. Night of Autumn as an answer to random stuff, as well as a way to keep up with the aggro decks. Anger of the Gods as just a sweeper, and Force of Vigor as an answer to Blood Moon, Ensnaring Bridges, etc., etc. Yeah, Diodice. I don't remember who. I don't know if you have like a different name in my Discord or something. But yeah, somebody just posted it on my Discord and I was interested by it. So I streamed one league when I was at my parents' place for Thanksgiving. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can probably find a VOD for that. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Richard Tanner, that's you. So I tried making it. I think the first list had like Primeval Titans and stuff like that, and this just takes a different direction. Like Primetime, I just wasn't that great in that league that I played. Like I remember I just randomly top decked it at a key time, and it was great, obviously, but you know. Well, this hand looks incredible, right? Maybe not so incredible anymore. This makes me sad now. Should we just back it in here? I guess I'm gonna show them the deck, I guess. Loam beats Mill. How come? Not really. Loam is not a win condition. Because you don't draw? Wait, is that true? I think you just can't dredge if you have Loam. So let's get a Snow Forest from this, and oh, oof, close one. So I think we're just gonna fill it our retreat. I hope that we get there. Yeah, I think if you can't draw, you can dredge. So Loam is like the opposite of beating Mill. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. We're just not gonna be able to produce enough cats quickly enough. Yeah, we're just gonna pack it in. Not really that much of a point in keeping that going. Veils are cool. I think I like Anger of the Gods to be able to kill crabs. I think I also like Relics. Force of Vigor. I guess 9 of bottom maybe. And shave 1 loam. Actually, I'm gonna shave Valakut Exploration. The weirdest fumble is. It really is. It really is. And usually the main problem is that the main issue is the fact that every deck that I love just gets completely hosed by Mill. It's so annoying. Like Mill is just terrible, but it just doesn't matter because the decks that I like just get hosed by it regardless. My opponent kept kind of a non-hand over there, which seems like the only way that we can potentially win this matchup. In a surgical field, probably. Ravenous Trap. Okay. It's kind of weird. Yeah, we're fine. We still have targets, so. I'm gonna get a forest here. Let's get a stomping ground. It's not like the life total matters, right? So let's play a Dryad. Let's play this, and let's play a Reclaimer. It's very weird. I guess they're playing around Gaia's, whatever. Gaia's Blessing. But I actually like our spot right here. Like, my opponent now made their own... They made their own Drown Deluxe just terrible. Which is pretty hilarious. We just fizzle that. I guess it doesn't matter what we tap. So we just fizzle that and we get another Valakut, I guess. Archive Trap, you got it. So now this is lethal. Get back Valakut. Play this. Play this. Valakut you for a bunch. Always yes, always yes, always yield. Explore. Play this. Valakut you for a bunch. Fetch. Get this one. Valakut you for a bunch. Ren and Loam make it so they can't randomly middle vital lands. Yeah, for sure, for sure. They still have surgical and stuff though, right? So we're still in trouble against like surgical or even Ravenous Trap is kind of annoying. Even Ravenous Trap is kind of, I don't want to say like straight up problematic, but like it can get us. That's what I mean. Who do we have here? The Fizzle 91 with a tier 1 sub, back for 9 months. Many months. Thank you so much for the support, Fizzle. So this doesn't target, so that sucks. We can turn 1 Reclaimer. I think I'm actually going to hold on to this Veil of Summer. Got him! Let's get a Stomping Ground. Aw. Okay, so what I feel like I want now is ways to ramp. As long as we find ways to ramp, we should be in fine shape. And do we have one more temple garden? We do have one more temple garden. So I guess that we want to play around surgical extraction. Yeah, that's why I brought Relic in. Allowing us to play around surgical is pretty important. So we have a couple of options here. I think what I'm gonna go for is I am going to Ren, get back Flagstones. Ephemerate has 20 or more cards in it. Oh man, we're one short. Gross. They just ancestraled me. Oh man, Moto 1221. Morgan, thank you so much for gifting 10 tier 1 subs to the channel. Big Boss Pisatsa, Beers SC, Mighty Mike, Rock Stacker Stan, Pants Man, 3K, Justing. Oh well, that's a way to do it. Dear Duncan, Justin, Average, Joe 40, Dinglings, Bison, all of you, welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Wow. We got got by the... we got got by the shitty version of Surgical. Feels bad, man. Shitty Surgical got the best of us. It's not the end of the world, though. It's not the end of the world. We can loam. I kind of don't want to loam. So many subscriptions. Yeah, I think we just pass. We just draw. Do we want to attack here, or... I think we'd rather activate. Second grab is good. Third grab is even better. Field of Ruin. Think about the follow Dreadnought. We're literally out of flagstones. I should have looked that up, I guess. I should have. Mistakes were made. We can Vesuva their field, but I'd like to fill it a retreat though. This is a very awkward spot, actually. Now I wish I hadn't activated. The problem is that we can't really play this because my opponent's going to get to activate their field if we do. I think we just have to jam, though. I guess it would have been better. It would have been a lot better to attack last turn, which is rough. Okay, so we're racing. Yeah, Blossom would be bonkers, but I think this should be enough, though. Yeah, this should be enough because they just feel and they get a fetch land. Okay, feels bad. first round getting paired against Mill without having a Gaia's Blessing in the deck. Feels bad. I mean, I think that we would have been fine. Like, if we resolve the Ren, we get Ren going, we get back Blast Zone, we blow everything up on that turn. We are in a significantly better spot, but I would have drawn the Blessing anyway. That's true. I am very unlucky. I am very, very unlucky, so I would have drawn it naturally. Everybody knows that. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. When we got to do our thing, it was cool though. When we got to play Ren on turn 2, and we got to Veil of Summer, their thingy, that was pretty hot. Playing against Noveman 93. If this hand had a Flagstones, I would keep it. But since we don't, that means that our engine would take up a little bit too much time to get going. So I think I'm just gonna send it. Flame Gem would be tight. Not really. I don't think that Flame Jab is what you want to be doing. It's just so slow and so bad. This hand's good. Yeah, Flame Jab is just not really a card. What would be sick though would be a Naya Triumph. Ooh, Barbarian Ring would be interesting. Yeah, Barbarian Ring I would definitely consider. Barbarian Ring I would definitely consider. What are we up against? Green into Ancient Steerings. AmuLIT of Vigor. We have a couple of options here. Why can't we heal until on step? I don't think I like bouncing the Simic there. Now they set themselves back a turn. Gonna get Shelter Thicket. So if I play Explore here, that means that I can fail it a retreat one turn before. So I think I want to do that. Seems weird with the Ren in hand. Also, that was a mistake actually. I shouldn't have played this. I should have played another. Now that I drew another non-fetch land, it actually seems pretty bad to do this. Okay, I guess they already had the Azusa, so that's the reason why they held on to the Simic Growth. So we should be dead here, because they're going to have Titan next turn. So I'm assuming that we're dead here. Turn 3 Felidar Retreat, not gonna be enough. Unless they mess it up somehow, we should be very, very dead. Seems not very likely for them to mess it up at this point. Man, if only we had exploration in Modern. The card exploration. What's up, House? How's it going? House, it going? House, it going? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Make it 2-2. Get a forest. Make it 2-2. Play a Dryad. Give some counters. Yeah, if we had access to two CMC exploration, I would play the shit out of that. I'm playing 3 mana exploration. Doesn't seem like they're messing it up, chat. I mean, they did there, but just a minor misstep. Not one that matters. All right. Damping Sphere, Force, Night of Autumn. Oh, that's right, we have Cleansing Wildfire for this matchup. Bog can go. We probably need the Rants and the Loams and the stuff. Probably cut one Felidar Retreat. Maybe we can cut Night of Autumn too. Nah, I think I want the Night. Definitely want the Dryads. I wonder if we should have Boil on this sideboard. It's quite possible we should be playing Boil. Yeah, I kind of wish we were playing Boil actually now. Mental note, add Boil. Mental note, add Boil. Yes, please. So I think what we do here is we actually turn to the Wren, so we can make sure that we hit our land drops, because that seems the most important thing. We play Reclaimer on 1 just so it's on the battlefield, but we're probably not going to be activating Reclaimer for a while. This hand is very strong though. I like this hand a lot. Okay, yeah, now with missing our land drop here, I'm certainly gonna be playing Ren here, plus an attack. Apparently there's something happening in California. Now is when we activate here. So 1, 2, explore, Ren plus play this, and that Force of Vigor is actually pretty nasty. Now we're gonna get to activate Reclaimer. We can go fetch Valakut, because we don't even really need... Oh yeah, this game is now over. So now we win. Because now we're going to have all the lands that we need, so we don't even need to get the Flagstones engine. Nice. Get a fetch land. Play my land. Play my land again. This is 3, 6... we can wildfire ourselves. Because I'm thinking that I want to sack another land and get a second Valakut. So this is 3, 6 with the fetch, plus 6, plus 6. My opponent goes down to 1. Yeah, I guess that's not enough. So I guess I have to kill the Dryad instead. This is GG still. Dead. Just pass. They can Force Vigor me or something. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, passing the turn is basically conceding the game. Gonna get a second Valakut, Pew, and Pew. Put this back. That was cool. That was cool. Submit the same. I wonder if we should just be cutting all of the failure retreats. The reason for that, it's obviously the fact that my opponent has access to explosives, so we can make a shit ton of tokens and they just don't matter. One thing that's important about retreat is that when you put the counters, you give the creatures vigilance. So this actually came up on the last time I streamed this deck, where you just give Reclaimer vigilance, so you get to attack, and then in combat phase, after you have already attacked, you can activate Reclaimer to get some extra triggers as well. So that's definitely another interesting angle that a Failure Retreat adds to the deck. If we find literally any land, this hand is quite good. I think I'm gonna keep it anyway, because I think Force of Vigor is kind of the nuts in this matchup. Song with a 12-12 title earlier today was pretty fun. Nice. Yeah. I still remember back in the day when Batterskull was like a tech that was used in the sideboard of AmuLIT, and equipping a Batterskull to a Primeval Titan is the best feeling. It is so sick when you get to do that. It feels so stupid. And it's just awesome. All right, that's a great draw. Perfect. We can pitch the second Reclaimer to the force. I don't think I want to just blow up this AmuLIT just yet, because my opponent might have a Dryad, and if we could get a 2/2 from this Force of Vigor, that would be awesome. So hopefully, I mean, it's much more likely for them to have a Dryad than an Azusa here. But they have the Azusa, that sucks. I'm gonna wait to see what they do here. But if they don't do anything, I'm probably gonna have to blow this up on upkeep, which I'm not delighted about. Okay, so they don't do anything. It's the land I was gonna go get, but that's fine. We can still get a stomping ground here. When is the best time for me to force is the question. They play the first land, they make 4 mana. They make 2 mana, they have 4. So I guess he responds to them playing the land the first turn, because that basically leaves them behind the land drop, and they would need another untap land in order to tighten me. No, I'm just getting too cute. I'm just gonna upkeep this. I'm just gonna upkeep this. It sucks if they have a Dryad, but it's just too much. There's too many ways that things go bad for me. Yeah, they have a Dryad. Yeah, there were just too many ways that this went bad for me, so we kind of just had to do this, unfortunately. So here we can play a land, fetch, Dryad, play another land. And then next turn we get to do a bunch of things. So if we get to untap, I think we're going to be in really good shape. But if their last card in hand is a prime time, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. If the last card in hand is like a Tolera West or something like that, so they can't... Oh, they just had Titan. Okay, so I guess that we couldn't really win here, unfortunately for us. We were close, though. We were actually a lot closer than I was expecting. Definitely game 1 things just did not work out. Like we were playing on an axis that my opponent just didn't care about. But so this is just lethal. Feels bad. That's okay though. I would imagine those are particularly Mill. Mill seems kind of unwinnable without the presence of any sideboard hate. But Boil. Boil is one of the things that we consider for the sideboard. Maybe we might end up playing Boil over Veil of Summer. I don't know. I would kind of like some extra explore/exploration effects. Are we gonna have to play Gracer? I would like to not have to play Gracer. I would love it if we can avoid playing Gracer, because I just fucking hate that card. This hand is terrible. Sand is better. Bottom Vesuva. Opponent also moves to 6. Mystic Gate turn 1 into Aether Vial. Gonna get a basic forest. Ren. I wonder if they're playing just like straight up blue-white and like some taxes nonsense. They could also be playing something similar to the Aspirant Spike deck with like Ephemerates and shit. Definitely all of those are reasonable possibilities. I'm feeling like I'm gonna be blast zoning this thing here. Here comes the apparition. The fairy. Okay. Wildfire. Huh. So that allows me to ramp, which means faster. Let's get a mountain and a Sacred Foundry. Faster Field of the Dead tokens. Drew a land, which is not great. We could alone get back Flagstones, but then we're discarding to... I guess we're not discarding, but like we're not really getting any value. Failure Retreat is gonna do some stuff and some things though. And that's what I was hoping for. So now they're just minusing for no value, which means that this Failure Retreat is gonna stick for a second. White, Wall of Omens. I can work with this. Okay, so at this point I think that this is like Eternal Command kind of stuff. We might get remanded here, I guess. But we don't. I'm gonna make it 2/2. I mean, if we can rent ult, we can go nuts with these Cleansing Wildfires. Which is pretty exciting with a Failure Retreat in play. We don't have that many ways of using Ren ult, but with a Loam in hand, meaning that we don't really care too much about the recursion. And the fact that... My opponent punted here. That's the worst case scenario, obviously, right? But they could have, like, now there's a Failure Retreat, so when they blink, they're going to give me a 4/4, and because of how Apparition works, if they had Apparition the retreat, and then Ephemerated with the trigger on the stack, then they would have basically have a 2/2 under the apparition, so they would only give me a 2/2 token. So they definitely punted there. Restmaster with the Prime subscription. Welcome back for the 16th month now. Appreciated, Restmaster. So they're holding up Cryptic. Start with an attack on Teferi. See what my opponent does. Just trade the apparition. I'm going to play it super conservatively here. And not even percent this Dryad. We're just going to mess with their mana. And then I'm just going to loam. If they want a Cryptic, the loam, I could not care less. Force of Negation is a little bit more annoying than the other one, but it's also fine. The real price, obviously, is the Dryad. But now my opponent cannot play around. They cannot play at instant speed anymore because the file is gone. So the Fairy also gone here. Start with an attack. This one. Pass the turn. They have to give this Reclaimer, otherwise they're gonna lose to it. You got a nice thing. So you got 2 Ice Fangs, okay. Udo's fine, doesn't really do anything. You're gonna tap out here? Ha, okay, sweet. So we're in good shape now. We're in pretty good shape. Interesting. So we're gonna get 3 Valakut triggers. So we're gonna probably... I think killing Teferi is important. One, two, three. Here's my Dryad. Here's the Valakut. Gonna kill this here. Always yes, always healed. And then I think we killed the Fairy. And we make some zombies. Always healed. And then we play Elvish Reclaimer. We could have gotten 3 triggers, but I think that getting the zombie is gonna be more important. Hey, R. Santos, how's it going? They need another apparition, which apparently they do have. Unfortunate. That sucks. The good thing is that they get to apparition the Dryad, but the Reclaimer is still alive, so we can... Oh no. Well, that's the absolute nuts for them. Yikes. That's gross. That's absolutely gross. Okay, we have a ton of very good draws here. Take 1. Why don't I use Fairly Treating Green-White Reclaimer? Because Green-White Reclaimer plays Primeval Titan. Why do you need Fail to retreat. What's the point? I'm gonna get rid of this apparition kind of ASAP. Value? Let me teach you about value, opponent. I guess that we want to kill this in response so the Ephemerate gets exiled, remains exiled. Sounds good to me. So now Ephemerate has no triggers. What's up, JC? How's it going? So Udo can come down, and if they don't find an answer to the Dryad, we just kill it. So we kill it. They go up to 8. They play Udo. They go up to 18. We can fetch now, and we can shoot them for 3 down to 15 again. That gets me one more zombie that can attack. So next turn we attack, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can bring them down to 1. So I guess it's better to just kill the Udo here. You stop all the whitelist powers. It happens. 04 drop the showcase and 04 in mana traders. That's brutal. Scatter the groves. I think I'm gonna cycle this. Explore. Can we find a loam or a wren off the top? That would be sick. Yes. 1, 2, 3. And that's when we say good games. Unless they have force. They could have force, I guess. They don't have force. Whee! Whee! I guess we cycle. Get back loam. Loam back 1, 2, 3. Play another fetch land. Being you. Swing everything. Hashtag outvalued. Ping. That felt pretty good. Not gonna lie, that felt amazing. I like the relics. Let's bring those relics in. Wildfire seems pretty bad against them. Purge. Answer Sashiok. Knight of Autumn, answer Sadervile, but I don't care too much. I think I'd rather have Veils. Even though I don't think that Veil is insane or anything. It just seems better than the other options. My opponent actually uses a lot of value from the graveyard. They get a lot of value there, so I don't think that they're gonna have Rest in Peace now. Cut a Radiant Fountain. Close hand, but ultimately a mole. Not an insane hand by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fine. Opponent is on like the Bant Vial, the Bant Ephemerate deck, the Spire and Spike Brew, but they are playing a version that plays Aether Vial. I think that Soul Strong was playing this list. Ballsy to keep the Noble Hirons in against the Ren and 6 deck. Can we draw on top? Yes, we can. No, I think we run a 60 Ewit there. They could have another Ewit, but I think there's more value in them. Like, I want to blank their Ephemerates, right? Like, the trouble becomes more apparent once you are actually... Once your opponent is actually getting value from their Ephemerates. I guess I don't want to expose the Dryad just yet. Kind of sucks. And I can't really Vesuva their land because I want to be able to... Again, I'm trying to deny them value from the operations, so we have to make sure that we can draw a card here. Anyway, thank you for that follow there. Discount Goats. Do you want a minus on my dude? I'll take a minus on my dude. The plus on the Time Reveler. So I think what we do is we copy Flagstones. We keep this. We get a Temple Garden. And we Ren plus on Vesuva. Yeah, Apparition is it's probably one of the better designed cards in the past 2 years. Granted, it was a year of very poorly designed cards, of course, but even still, credit where credit is due, I guess. I'm supposed to crack this now. I don't think so. Man, it really sucks that gonna make the same play here. Sucks that I can't get too much value from this Ren and Ticks. And I'm saving up this Veil so I can like preemptively Veil and then play a Dryad, but Scourge is a ridiculous card. Yeah, I think Scourge is not that ridiculous. Like it just seems fine to me. Like it's a good card. No arguments there, but so I guess we're just gonna charge up Blast Zone here. Charge our blast zone up to 6. Up to 3, I mean. Blow up the fairy and apparition. This does mean that the fairy just like, I was gonna say didn't get any value, but now it did. Okay, let's see if we can draw something good here. Guess the answer is not. Guess the answer is no. The good thing now is that we can actually play Dryad with Veil back up next turn. Snowball Hierarch did so much work, it's kind of insane. Apparition. Give me that Valakut, baby. Valakut off the top. Valakut off the top right now. Womp womp. God damn it. I mean, if we want to, we can draw this and recast it. It's just so bad in the face of Operation. Keep this. Yes. This kind of sucks, man. No Reclaimers, no Felder Retreats, no Valakut Exploration. Not loving this. Certainly not loving this. So I guess they have Eternal Witness. But if they had Ewit, they would have Ewit and... I think we need something better here. We need to draw one of our bigger haymakers, like either Valakut Exploration or Failure Retreat. But we're just losing. We're losing to this stupid Ice Fang plus Noble Arc. Oh no! Now it's only a 3-turn clock. Brutal. Something. Yes, that counts. Damn it. Alright. We just died to the Ice Fang clock. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I think this setup is fine. These are the kind of hands that really make me sad sometimes. These are the kind of hands that really make me happy sometimes. So depending on what we draw, we're gonna explore or loam onto. Get stomping ground here. Okay, so I guess we're gonna explore here. Nice, nice. So now we validate exploration on 2. Which my opponent can gust, unfortunately. Ooh. I guess I'm gonna loam instead. And we can validate exploration next turn. I'm excited to record this week's episode. Yeah, Thursday cannot come here fast enough. Null Hark. Main face Ice Fang. What does that even mean? From Mana Traders. It's a good thing. I don't think I'm loaming here. Sweet. Try it. Boom. Boom. So these have the same name, so I can fetch now or I can fetch on the next turn. If I fetch now, that gives me a zombie faster, so I think it's better for me to fetch here. That gives me 2 zombies on this turn. That's very nice. That's very, very nice. Oh, we're doing it now. We're hella doing it now. We are hella doing it now. So I think we're gonna double fetch here and end step. And it seems interesting to clear the Teferi, I think. Here's a mountain. And here I guess I'm gonna get like a Sacred Foundry. And we cycle. Good, good. Good, good. Just gonna attack with all the zombies at the ferry, see what my opponent does. We know that they have a snake, so they're gonna need 2 mana to use that snake if they want to block here. Oh. Weird tapping, but sure. Second snake, okay. Trading Sombos. I am very okay with that. And now 1, 2. We're gonna loan back Heath, Foothills, and Scatter Groves. If they force, we Veil. Then we're going to Valakut Exploration. We're doing the thing. we are doing the thing now. I'll tell you that much. Remember the thing? Remember the thing. Well, we're doing it. We're hella doing it. It says you may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, so I think we should be good here. So let's get a Sheltered Thicket. That's a Reclaimer, all right. And a Relic. So the thing here is my opponent has an Ephemerate coming up. So if I play Ren and I kill the Ice Fang, yeah, okay, I guess I'm going to play both of this. No, I think it's correct for me to play here. I know they have a Skyclave coming, but if I don't do that, then my opponent just draws a card. So I'd rather play these cards because the 1 point of damage doesn't matter. So I'd rather play this card and force. Oh, okay. My opponent just doesn't clear the Reclaimer, I guess. But I think that denying my opponent a card is just better. Oh, well, now we lose, I guess, right? If they have Eternal Witness, we lose. I wasn't expecting that. Though I guess it makes sense in their deck. If they play the snake, that means we're not getting time warped. And if we're not getting time warped... Okay, because we're not getting time warped. Sloam first. See what they do. Force of negation. Cool. What's coming up next is me doing sacrificing a forest for another field. Playing a land. Attack to fairy, attack to fairy. Attack to fairy, attack them. See what they do here. They can play the snake if they want to here. Fairy down. Definitely quite important for us to make sure that we're gonna kill the Ice Fang here. It's definitely important for us to make sure that we hold on to this relic. Get forest. Making sure we hold up relic. Yeah, unless they're playing like Deputy of Detention or something, right? That's probably the only line that they have. Huh, okay. Again, it seems very important for me to make sure that we don't get infinitely time warped, so we're gonna exile there. Exiling my entire graveyard, which obviously doesn't feel good, but I'd like to force my opponent to have another way of... Like, they need to find another time warp, and they're still missing the Eternal Witness, right? So we're set for Thursday. Awesome. Okay, so they're minus on the Reclaimer instead of minusing on their own apparition, which is interesting. There's the Mile Sculptor. So we're not getting time warped here. Obviously good for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. My opponent packs it in. Sweet. What's up? John? How's it going? Are you leaving that blue life, that blue player life now? Just noticing that's a Doomwake Giant. Oh, the emote. The Arena Draft life. I've been posting. I'm gonna start tagging you whenever I post about my arena drafts. I've been doing okay in Kaladesh drafts. Just going infinite on arena. Sand looks pretty good actually. We can start turn 1 Temple Garden, turn 2 Explore, turn 3 we can start Dryad plus Loaming, which is pretty exciting. Wow, house net decking. I was thinking about playing like a Naya historic Reclaimer deck with like Escape to the Wilds and shit. In fact, Escape to the Wilds is definitely a consideration for this deck. I think it might be a little bit too bad, but like even so slightly too bad. So What payoffs are there in Historic? The same that we're playing right here. Valakut Exploration and Felder Retreat. You also have access to Dryad. You don't have Loam, but you have Ramanap. You also have... This could be Storm. Guess I'll get a basic just in case. It's like blue-red, right? Yeah, you don't have field. But you have access to like Radiant Fountain. Oh, it is Storm, okay. Man, they yield until next end step, not being a thing anymore makes me sad. Oh, it's not Storm. Alright, sweet. Feels smart for playing around it. So, Sacred Foundry. Okay, we just need to find the Valakut, and if we find the Valakut, we're gonna win fairly easily. And since the out is Valakut, I guess I'm gonna Loam. Because Loam basically draws 3 cards as opposed to... I don't want to take the point just yet, and having the extra land doesn't really change anything. I can only play 2 lands. But I want to play the Loam because I'm going to Dredge Loam, because that's basically drawing 3 cards towards finding Valakut, which is the card that matters right now. And I think that the only thing that matters is exactly Valakut. You lost the Direward Mana Traders, which basically means you lost the match. Is that what you're saying? Flame Slash. Aw. That's something right there. Main deck Flame Slash? Jeez. Oh, come on. Valakut, please. Imagine losing to that early modern. I know. Speaking of Mom Sid, does Magus even stream anymore? Reap Magus emote, yeah, I know. Main deck Roast. Remember Roast? Roast was hot. Okay. Find the Valakut. Damn it. So I think we're dead now. At least I would imagine that we're dead. We're still in the same situation though. Mom Melon is an elite emote. Those were the days. Do they have main deck Surgical? Are they considering... Again, Valakut is the only thing that matters. I don't know why you would consider Surgical in anything that's not Valakut. I think that we're dead though. My opponent is going to have 5 cards in hand and 2 Stormwing entities in play, so probably fair. Probably fair to consider myself dead here. Things, wow. I can't believe like how Yama wouldn't enable Milady. That's so disrespectful. The classiest of all Twitch emotes. Classiest and fanciest of them Twitch emotes. Swift Spear too. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of done here. All right, here's what we bring in the removal spells for. Yay. Okay, got 3 more cards, maybe a couple of Wrens. I guess Loam is kind of better than Wren, huh? Reclaimer? I'm not feeling the Wrens, but okay. Okay. Sand does stuff. This hand does stuff. We also got a basic to play around Moon, which is nice. My opponent having a Blood Moon hand would actually be the best possible scenario for us. Because this hand is very good against a Blood Moon hand. Blood Moon hand meaning, you know, just like not a bunch of 1-drops into... Not a bunch of 1-drops into 2-drops into Prowess triggers. Bolt would also make me moderately sad. All right, here we go. Reclaimer, do it. Please don't kill my dude. Thank you very much. Please don't kill my dude. Please. Make blue mana. Make blue mana. Or just make no mana at all. Let's go. Aw. Okay, I mean, if we keep hitting land drops, maybe we can do something here. It's cute. In before my opponent boils me. Don't have another Flame Slash. If they attack, I'm not blocking. Hey, From the Crypt, how's it going? Doing well for now. Working on this silly brew. Actually 1 and 2. Excuse you, Mr. Record. We're 1 and 2. We're not 0 and 2. I will not block. They might have light up the stage in hand, but there's just too many ways things might go wrong. Why is my opponent playing so glacially slow? Like, they're playing the aggro deck, and I'm 7 minutes ahead on clock. Literal 7 minutes ahead on clock. Against the aggro player. Okay. Any land off the top, any land whatsoever will do it. Any land, or Loam, or Renan 6. Any of those cards will do it. Crossing fingers. Yes. Boom. Go. Dead. Out of here. Dead. Gone. Disappeared. Die. Opponents continues to tank for all eternity. I could sacrifice my Lavadart. If I do, what are the implications? Boom. Let's go. I'm not blocking, so I might as well attack. And I'm not playing this Knight of Autumn because I would like to be able to destroy a Bloodmoon if my opponent plays it. Though I think I would slow roll this if I... Cleansing Wildfire, okay. Sure. So I get that that's a reason for like keeping loams and shit. Explore. Alright. Into a land. Into a pass. I was not expecting Wildfire. Does that mean that they don't play... They're not playing... What's his name? Can we please draw anything? Field of the Dead. Nope. No, we cannot. Gonna make a 4-3 dude here. This is bad against Bolt, but if I make a 2-1, my opponent just lava darts it, so. Okay. This at least saves me from a couple of points of damage, and it gives my opponent less mana. My opponent knows how to top deck better than I do, at least. Anything? Please? Feels like this deck is lacking some extra ways of drawing cards. I mean, I guess we have a reasonable amount, though. Reclaimer would have been great. Valakut Exploration would have been great. Honestly, I'm just irritated by this opponent. Like, I'm just tilted off that they play so insanely slow. So I'm just moving on with my life. So maybe we should not be playing the Wildfires in the main deck. Maybe we should be... I feel like we're kind of okay in the amount of lands. I feel like I just need more ways to get to the payoffs faster. So 4th Valakut exploration, maybe? It's kind of awkward though. Do I need to be playing Gracer? I kind of feel like I have to be playing Gracer, and it makes me very sad that I have to. It feels like we're coming out of the gates a little bit too slow. I really don't like this card at all. Yeah, I just can't bring myself to do it. Can't bring myself to do it. If we go for 4th Valakut exploration, can maybe move a couple of wildfires to the sideboard. I guess I do like the Veils a fair amount. Finally. This is a hand I can work with. Actually, if my Reclaimer dies... Yeah, I guess we bottom the exploration, because if my Reclaimer dies, the Explore... The Explorer means that I can play more. I can hit my land drops, basically. Okay, let's see if we can dodge Searing Blaze. Mountain. So we go up to 3. We have 2 untapped lands. So we're gonna block here. Save some damage. And we can go get Valakut or we can go get Radiant Fountain. Those are our 2 options. Valakut answers the board. Yeah, I think we just have to get Valakut and hope that we dodge here. Triad. Please fix my mana. And now we Vesuva. Ping and ping. Yes, always heal. And if we untap, we win now. But my opponent has multiple ways of killing me here. Yep. Things like we're just dead. Just play an Eidolon. Play an Eidolon. Play an Eidolon. Play an Eidolon. No! Play an Eidolon. Radiant Fountain wouldn't have changed anything, as we just saw. Because Sanger's pretty bad. Bog is also pretty bad. Let's go with this. What happened to that other nail lens deck you played a while ago with Ren and Tracker and Excavator? It wasn't very good, so I stopped working on it. I feel like here we might be on. I might be onto something here. This deck is just not properly built. That's the main issue against it. This deck could be good, but it's poorly built. Spike with the raid. Thank you for the raid, Evert. We're playing an interesting brew. It's not going too well, but it's been fun. It's been fun. And the idea obviously here is to play lands because, you know, exclamation point Fran. Backward Ghost, no, and Major Tom, all of you, thank you for those follows. He won't add a land. Oh, come on. Come on, Spike, just add that land, man. Get that land in there. Sean Bruno and Coffee Shops, also thank you for those follows. So if we play Dryad, that means that we don't die, but we miss land drops. So I guess that we have to do this. Let's pass the turn. We can fetch next turn. I don't think I like our spot. Sure. I'm definitely trading here. No idea why they would sequence like this. All right, feeling very dead here. I guess technically we could draw exactly... Technically we could draw exactly Knight of Autumn. Maybe we have a shot, but we didn't, so... The aggro matchup seems not great. Let's put it like that. 1-4 in the first run with Modern Lands. Feels like we are... We have some holes to fix here. We have some holes to fix here. How do we do that? Extra Valakut Exploration helps us grind. VMS42, thank you for the follow. I don't get it, where are the Primeval Titans? This, honestly, lately, this has been more of an Elvish Reclaimer stream than a Primeval Titan stream. But it's okay. I am okay with that being the case. I'm thinking... We could potentially cut a land. Maybe the basic mountain or a fetch land. Vor's Caser, thank you for the follow. I do like my fetch lands. This means we can bring the third wildfire in. Is there another Explorer Though we could be playing besides Arboreal Grazer, because Grazer sucks. I guess Grazer kind of helps against the aggro matchups, huh? Do we need 4 Valkyrie explorations? We need a little bit more business spells. I was considering Escape to the Wilds as well. Let's try that actually. Let's try Escape to the Wilds and let's see what happens. I guess I don't own any. Escape to the Wilds. Let's try a couple of Escape to the Wilds. Let's see what's up with that. Miss your friend, the old Titan casting friend, the old Haste My Titan and activate Sunhome friend. That was a good friend. I have to say that. That was a top tier friend. Like if I had to rank, you know, the different tiered friends, I would say tier 1 is Vile my Titan, Vile in Primeval Titan friend. That's tier 1 friend. I think that's where I peaked. I don't think I've ever done anything cooler than Vile in Primeval Titan and winning multiple games because of that. So Vile in Primeval Titan is probably where I draw the line. Hevaros in a dress. Thank you for the follow. So Escape to the Wilds sounds interesting in this list. Oh yeah, I know that. Felder, thank you for the follow. Violin and Emrakul is like the ultimate the ultimate power move. Is this what we're doing? I kind of like the Force of Vigor though. So I guess I'm gonna cut one of these purges for the Force of Vigor. Okay, let's try this. So I'll take a short break. I'm gonna get the Escape to the Wilds and everything, and then I will be right back. We're gonna play a league with this list and take it from there, okay? So don't go anywhere because I will be right back right after this ads, and we'll see you here.